When monster dungeons appeared, humanity awakened to extraordinary and legendary powers. Kim Tae-hyun was a mere bottom feeder, forced to bow before the elite daily, treated like trash, and fatally wounded by a beast. Fate granted him regression. Reborn 16 years in the past, he awakened a unique, god-tier skill. He woke up facing the same high school bullies who ruined his youth. As the leader attacked, Tae-hyun countered with a bone-shattering, legendary strike. He refused to be a doormat again. The lackeys charged, thirsting for revenge, but Tae-hyun was on another level, crushing them with effortless, god-tier precision. Humiliated, the leader activated C-rank stone skin, his body hardening with fury. A heavy blow sent Tae-hyun flying as the thug sneered about his power. Little did he know, Tae-hyun had already awakened the server's most broken skill. He became a true hunter, possessing the ultimate predation skill to steal powers. An icy, murderous aura erupted from him, chilling the very souls of his enemies. With a single move, Tae-hyun shattered the C-rank defense and ended the fight. A system alert chimed in his head. Predation has successfully evolved to E rank. You have learned a new skill. Every victory meant permanent, infinite power stacking. Stoneskin was now his. Tae-hyun dragged the thugs to the school clinic. The nurse was shocked by their pulverized faces. They fell, he said calmly. Fell down the stairs, she muttered, staring at the thrashed, unconscious delinquents. Tae-hyun left school smiling. Revenge was sweet, but his new power was sweeter. His predation skill was terrifying. He reached E rank in just one single battle. Rankings usually take a lifetime to change, yet he ascended with absolute ease. Though only E rank, his raw strength already eclipsed the strongest C-rank hunters. He could now seize any skill from those he defeated. He was unstoppable. He recalled the mysterious king from the void who granted him this regression. I bestow upon you power for your iron will, the king had declared. Wait, why me? He asked. But the king only promised future understanding. He had endless questions, but one goal: master predation and become a god. Returning to his childhood home, memories of his late parents flooded back. Since they passed, he lived with his uncle, who was late returning tonight. Should he search for similar skills? Suddenly, he sensed danger inside his home. 4 intruders were waiting. His cousin Jung was kneeling on the floor, trembling. Jung was a troublemaker, who once betrayed the family history was repeating itself now. This was the exact day the family's ruin began in his previous life. Who are you? A thug barked. Get lost if you value your life. A blonde-haired delinquent grabbed Tae-hyun, threatening him to stay quiet and leave. Tae-hyun responded with a devastating punch, shattering the thug's jaw instantly. He tried to activate predation to steal the skill, but it failed unexpectedly. The thug struck back, and 2 masked hunters joined the fray immediately. All 3 were C-rank hunters, unleashing binding, poison, and bleeding skills together. A massive explosion rocked the house as they attacked him all at once. Smoke cleared to reveal Tae-hyun standing perfectly unharmed, without a single scratch. His hidden power had automatically negated every debuff. Their skills were completely useless. Tae-hyun didn't understand how, but he knew his power was absolute and divine. He pulverized the trio effortlessly. Then, the hunter status window flickered to life. Mana is surging, but predation is jammed. Hidden factors are messing with my system. The passive description was hidden. No matter. I will figure this out after the hunt. Immediate threats come first. Tae-hyun glares at his useless cousin. What did you do? The brat witnessed my absolute power and instantly turned into a desperate fanboy. Please forgive me. I will bark like a dog or lick your boots. Just lead. He was always a snake, but this is pathetic. I have no time for his games. A catastrophe strikes today. Follow me and do exactly as I say to survive. Restricted zone ahead. Unauthorized personnel stay back. What is that massive energy signature? A rift gate. A hole to the abyss that vomits monsters into our reality. An untreated rift means total disaster. It has been 10 years since the last one. The gate appeared out of nowhere. Monsters are pouring out to slaughter innocent humans. Evacuate the area? Unnecessary. My rank B barrier is strong enough for this rank, C. The strongest beast inside won't exceed rank C. My rank B team will dominate. Even if things go south, rank B hunters can handle any surprise with ease. Elsewhere, Tae-hyun readies his cousin for the raid. The guards think they are safe. They are walking into a death trap. Their arrogance will be their undoing. Mana readings suggest rank C, and the leader is rank B. Standard protocol says safe, but I know the future. This is not a rank C dungeon. It is a nightmare. The leader freezes. These trash monsters are shredding his rank B barrier like paper. This mana is way beyond my rank. Captain, something massive is breaching the gate. A titanic shadow emerges. A colossal monster shatters the barrier with a single roar. Terror strikes. It is a rank A giant centipede. A massive explosion levels the facility. Taehyun arrives to see the carnage. Monsters are hunting humans through the bloody streets. Do exactly what I taught you. Go, I will wipe out these pests and follow. At the skyscraper, the truth is revealed. The rank C gate is a lethal rank A. Our only hope is a rank A awakened. Save this city from total annihilation. The mad sword, 𝒖𝒏𝒕𝒆𝒂𝒍. The young man weeps, overwhelmed by his own importance. He is drowning in hero syndrome, a total chunabu, but he has the power. Taehyun continues his solo slaughter. These trash mobs are just experience points to him. My predation failed due to fatigue. If it exceeds 70%, the skill locks. High fatigue weakens skills and makes my body feel like leaden weights. But if I absorb the life force of the fallen, I can instantly refill mana. Using techniques becomes a breeze after devouring their vitality. The ultimate skill stacking begins. Target neutralized. Predation success. Mana fully restored to its peak state. Rank increased to D. Predation is now rank D. Stone skin evolved to rank D. I will keep hunting until I reach rank SSS. The world first god tier hunter. After clearing the zone, a thunderous crash echoes. A rank A battle is unfolding nearby. The rank A hero is clashing with the giant centipede. Pay for your sins, beast. I, the warrior of justice 𝒖𝒏𝒕𝒆𝒂𝒍, shall execute you. What a dramatic clown. Stop posing and just kill it. His flashy attacks level the entire neighborhood. With a devastating strike, 𝒖𝒏𝒕𝒆𝒂𝒍 cleaves the centipede in two. The beast falls. He ended a rank I monster effortlessly. He is the legend from my past life. The mad sword, 𝒖𝒏𝒕𝒆𝒂𝒍. His strength is as terrifying as the rumors said. And his ego is even bigger. But why is he showing up here now? In my previous timeline, he was miles away. The butterfly effect is changing everything. Blood stains the city as monsters roam the streets, while the desperate citizens pray for a peace that will never come. As An Hyun-shu mourns the fallen, a lethal blade strikes him from the shadows, catching him completely off guard. Got you at last. Meanwhile, far from the battlefield, Jae-jong stands before a girl sleeping peacefully on a sofa. Taehyun's voice is cold and urgent. Listen carefully. Tonight, death will claim many souls in this city. Nurse Jo Na-ya is fated to die. She will stay to help the wounded instead of seeking safety. Use your sleeping skill on her. Force her into a deep slumber immediately. Take her to a safe zone. I will handle everything else. Jae-jong is stunned. How could Taehyun know all this? It makes no sense unless, has Taehyun awakened a god-tier ability to see into the future? Hey, I never said I could see the future. Back in the ruins, the ambush has left Huyen-shu heavily wounded. Who are you? Reveal yourself. Despite the strike to his vitals, the A-rank hunter is still clinging to life. Impressive. You survived a lethal blow. A-rank awakened truly are hard to kill. The villain Han Sang-do emerges. A rank B killer with a specialized stealth skill. Villains are awakened who use their powers for slaughter. Sang-do is a lunatic who kills for pure pleasure. While monsters rage, he hunts humans to satisfy his twisted desires. Taehyun realizes the timeline is shifting. You monster! I will execute you with my own hands. An Hyun-shu prepares for a final, desperate stand. Suddenly, the earth beneath them tremors violently. The serpent beast that Huyen-shu defeated is rising again. An A-rank monster's regeneration is terrifying. The nightmare is far from over for the wounded hunter. I'll leave the beast to Huyen-shu. I didn't expect to have an audience here. How wonderful. Sang-do laughs like a maniac. The more prey, the better. Ha ha ha. He lunges, aiming his blade at Taehyun's throat. But Taehyun instantly activates his stone skin skill. With a thunderous kick, Taehyun blasts Sang-do back. You thought I was an easy target, you fool? Han Sang-do. Rank B villain. You're the psycho who uses stealth to murder the innocent. Your luck ends today. Taehyun petrifies his fists and engages in a brutal clash. The battle of stone versus steel begins. Sang-do's blade is razor sharp, but it cannot pierce Taehyun's impenetrable defense. In his past life, Taehyun was powerless, but he never stopped training his body to its absolute limit. Master of every martial art, he now fights a high-rank villain with the ease of a legendary warrior. You're strong, but arrogance is a terminal disease. No one expected my blade to be useless against you. You think you've won because my attacks haven't landed? The world doesn't work that way, kid. Sang-do activates his stealth skill again, vanishing into thin air. Taehyun enters a state of total focus. He waits for the strike. Suddenly, Sang-do reappears behind him like a ghost. Taehyun blocks the ambush, but blood sprays. His arm is cut. The stone skin has been breached. I've hunted dozens of awakened like you. Every skill has a fatal weakness, and yours is no different. Stone crumbles under repeated pressure. Your defense is failing, and now, you are wide open. Before you die, know this. Even the strongest armor has a breaking point. I found yours. Strong impacts shatter the stone, and the regenerated layer is always weaker than the original. Sang-do has been targeting the same spot since the start. He is a professional killer for a reason. Tae-hyun smiles. His physical mastery is not limited by rank. The test is over. You're finished. Sang-do laughs hysterically. Finished? Are you insane? You're the one bleeding on the ground. Do you know why I sought you out, Sang-do? Because I want to steal your skill for myself. A dark, overwhelming aura explodes from Tae-hyun. Sang-do freezes, feeling a primal, god-tier terror. He realizes too late that Tae-hyun was hiding his true power all along. Every skill has a weakness. You think stealth makes you safe? You think you can hide from the ultimate predator? I learned about weaknesses while devouring monsters in the abyss. They all tried to hide from me. In the end, my predator skill tracked them down and tore them apart. No one escapes. Run all you want, Sang-do. But once the hunter sets his sights, the prey is already dead. I finally caught you. Tae-hyun successfully plundered the villain's power. Dawn breaks on the bloody battlefield. The clash between Wi-Su and the giant python rages on. Without that ambush, Wi-Su would have won. Exhausted and broken, Wi-Su watches death approach. The beast's massive fist descends to crush his very soul. Boom! The earth shatters, but Wi-Su is gone. He vanished into thin air like a flickering ghost. Using his newly stolen stealth skill, Tae-hyun snatched the warrior from the jaws of death instantly. Back at home, his family trembles with worry. Seeing him safe, they finally breathe a heavy sigh of relief. Headlines explode with news of last night's disaster. An A-rank crack has re-emerged after 10 long years. Government alerts scream throughout the city. Dimensional gate threats are high. Schools are ordered to shut down immediately. Authorities prepare for a second outbreak. Panic spreads as the survivor lists are slowly revealed to the public. Wi-Su shocks the media. He denies killing the A-rank beast, claiming a mysterious true hero saved them. The python's corpse is missing. The villain who attacked the city remains a dangerous ghost in the shadows. Public fear rises. Current safety measures seem useless against such monsters. The entire city is on high alert. Tae-hyun smirks. No one suspects him yet. Now, his god-tier evolution can begin in the dark. He's added a lethal new ability to his arsenal. Plundering Han Sang-do yielded the legendary stealth skill. Stealth is a massive jackpot. But maintaining 3 high-level skills is a heavy burden for his current mana. One reckless move could drain his energy. Fatigue is a hunter's worst enemy during a high-speed dungeon run. He needs a solution. Mana potions are the key, restoring his core strength during the heat of battle. But these elixirs cost a fortune. To afford them, Tae-hyun must hunt higher-tier monsters for massive profit. Public dungeons require a license. Since he's unregistered, he must find undiscovered, illegal hidden dungeons to raid. A human dares enter our nest? The monsters sneer. Kill him and prepare the feast, my brothers. They talk? These aren't mindless beasts. They are high-intelligence rank B spider goblins with deadly intent. Only rank B? Not enough to skyrocket my level. I'll need to devour hundreds of these weak pests. You dare look down on us? The spiders hiss, launching lethal paralyzing webs to trap their human prey. For a normal hunter, one touch means instant paralysis. But to Tae-hyun, this is just a snack. Their skills are surprisingly useful. System alert. Hunt successful. New skill acquired. Instant paralysis. Meanwhile, the Awakened Association is moving. 5 god-tier players currently hold the balance of all global power. The association manages all registered players, including the legendary Big Four guilds who rule the hunter world. Chairman Jo Ji-gu, an S-rank powerhouse, meets with his directors. A terrifying new threat has emerged. The Demon Moon Guild is resurfacing, a group of sadistic villains marked by their infamous 3 skull rings. Their recent movements are alarming. They are targeting specific players. The chairman hands over the top-secret file. You didn't call me here just for paperwork. What's the real reason, Chairman? The director asks sharply. Sharp as ever. I need your opinion on a peculiar case. A high schooler fighting monsters alone. Hello? Is this the Alchemy Guild? I want to purchase your highest grade mana elixirs right now. 7 days pass. School resumes, but Tae-hyun hasn't been resting. He's been speedrunning hidden dungeons daily. He's even training his cousin. During the break, his physical stats reached god-tier levels through sheer grit. At the Alchemy Guild, staff treat him like royalty. a VIP customer with a mountain of mana stones. Mana stones are monster hearts, the raw material for epic gear. Taehyun is now walking in riches. Back at school, whispers fill the halls. Students avoid him. Did he really awaken into something truly monstrous? Taehyun is in big trouble now. A group of thugs bursts into the classroom, smashing desks aside. Lee Jung-jae, an S-rank heir to the Tae-san group, kicks his feet onto Taehyun's desk. He's the king of the school's bullies. In his previous life, Jung-jae was a nightmare for everyone. The class is frozen in fear. Rumors say he decimated Who's gang alone. Has he truly awakened? Regardless, his legend begins right here. But Kim Tae-hui is in deep trouble. Thugs storm the classroom, flipping desks in a rage. The real monster has finally arrived. He sits arrogantly, feet resting on Tae-hui's desk. This is Lee Jung-dae, a rank S awakener and the T-san group heir. T-san sponsors this entire school, making him the ultimate king. In his past life, this monster was Tae-hui's greatest nightmare. This trash, Jung-dae ordered his thugs to crush Tae-hyun before his awakening. Now he's acting like they're buddies. Shut your filthy mouth, a lackey barks, lunging at Tae-hyun for daring to disrespect his S-rank boss. But Jung-dae halts him with a cold glare. Can't you see I'm catching up with an old pal? Don't get cocky just because you beat Hook-soo. You're facing a true S-rank predator now. Know your place. Tae-hyun just smirks. S-rank? Impressive. But I wonder how you'll fare when the real hunter starts his feast. Before the sparks fly, a blue-haired goddess intervenes. That is enough, Lee Jung-dae. Stand down at once. Meet Lim Ah-young, an S-rank beauty from a Titan family, rumored to reach SS rank in the near future. She is iron-willed and never backs down. Jung-dae instantly tries to play off the tension as friendly banter. Why so serious, class president? We're just having a heart-to-heart conversation between old friends. Jung-dae sneers. Friends don't talk with their fists, she snaps. Interfering in others' business is a bad habit, Lee Jung-dae. Jung warns she'll use force if he doesn't vanish. Jung fumes but realizes the classroom is nearly trashed. Their collision is cut short by a sudden broadcast. Attention students. An urgent briefing is starting in the hall. It is a special announcement from the Player Association. A legendary recruitment session is about to begin right now. The duel is postponed. Jung-dae is radiating pure rage, but he is forced to retreat from the classroom. You got lucky today, Kim Tae-hyun, but next time, I'll make sure you crawl. Jung-dae threatens. Jung checks on him, but Tae-hyun remains unfazed. I am fine. Let's head to the main hall. Tae-hyun has always been this cold and mysterious. The entire student body quickly gathers for the big event. A man named Go Tae-guk takes the stage. Greetings, I am here representing the Player Association management. He starts with an apology for the association's delay in handling the recent dungeon rifts and monster outbreaks. The second reason I am here is to announce a massive change for the future of all hunters. The crowd whispers in confusion. Normally, you must be 19 to even qualify for the official hunter trials. But the world is changing. With gates bursting open everywhere, the monster count has reached a critical level. The association realizes they are facing a desperate shortage of manpower. They need new blood, and they need it now. They are scouting elite prospects directly from high schools, looking for those with god-tier potential and sharp skills. Selection depends on combat ability, grades, and attitude. But only Tae-hyun notices the hidden trap in play. The official is already using a great eye skill to scan the student's hidden stats and latent powers. This skill allows him to see through any disguise, revealing the true level and potential of everyone in sight. Go Tae-guk silently evaluates the room. The talent here is far superior to any other school I've visited. They could become legendary players. But these two are the real monsters, he thinks, eyeing the S ranks. Jung-dae and Ah-young stand out like blazing suns among the crowd. Both are already confirmed S-rankers. The higher-ups sent me a list of stars, but this is incredible. I must report these prodigies immediately. Suddenly, Jung-dae raises his hand. Sir, isn't this briefing a waste of time for the unawakened losers here? This recruitment should only focus on those with real potential, not the trash who haven't even awakened yet. He scoffs, claiming that non-awakened students shouldn't be allowed to hear these elite secrets or dream of greatness. Jung-dae's words cut deep. He believes power is the only thing that defines a person's worth in this world. He rants about abyss knowledge and complex skills that only the chosen awakened ones can ever truly master. To be a player, you need a certain level of divinity. Statistics don't lie, and the weak stay weak. He believes the unawakened are just a burden, and hearing about these trials only pours salt on their wounds. Don't you agree, Kim Tae-hyun? Or are you too busy dreaming of a reality you'll never reach? Jung can't stand his arrogance anymore. What are you saying, Jung-dae? Keep your mouth shut. But she notices Taehyun's indifference. He looks like a god watching an ant scream. She decides to watch. Aren't you embarrassed, Taehyun? Someone like you doesn't belong in this hall. Just give up and leave. Taehyun remains silent, plotting. If I don't prove my awakening, I can't join the selection process today. But I don't need to reveal my full god-tier power yet. A small taste will be more than enough. This level 5 bully Youngdae is truly pathetic. He has no idea he's provoking an unstoppable SSS rank monster. Why would an unawakened nobody catch his attention? Is it pure jealousy, or something far more sinister? Time to gauge this brat's true potential. Suddenly, Taeguk froze in terror. He couldn't see a thing. His vision was blocked. Taehyun smirked at Youngjae. You're right. I was being far too reckless. Why would an unawakened loser like me join this trial? I'd only be a burden to you all. So, I've decided to quit. Stay trapped here and enjoy your pathetic little training session. On the podium, Taeguk was reeling. His observer's eye skill had completely failed against Taehyun. Even the powerful chairman couldn't resist this skill. This was unprecedented. How could a student block it? Information verification. Failed. In a fleeting second, the terrifying truth was finally revealed. Taeguk's eyes nearly popped out. A staggering number over 5,000 glowed above Taehyun's head. Meanwhile, the top genius Lim Ah-rang barely hit 23. Leaving the hall, Taehyun headed to the library. He sought a moment of peace to find the data he needed. But as expected, nothing was there. Jungjae is looking for you. Move it, kid. Taehyun sighed. And if I refuse to go? I heard your aunt runs a restaurant, right? Youngjae sent a message. You're a pathetic bastard. Do you want your aunt to suffer more? She's already struggling enough. Taehyun's expression darkened. Don't worry, we're taking you by force. Before he finished, the library erupted in a violent explosion. Taehyun gripped the thug's throat, lifting him effortlessly. I won't ask again. Where is Jungjae? Currently, Youngjae waited in the gymnasium. Beside him stood a bald bodyguard, an elite A-rank player. When the kid arrived, I cast several debuffs, but they were all instantly nullified. His resistance is insane. He must be at least A-rank. Taehyun entered. Jungjae smiled. Shall we talk for a bit? I might sound blunt, but I have no intention of fighting you. In fact, I want you. I'm forming a guild after graduation under the Taesan Group banner. I need soldiers. Even a genius like me can't rule alone. I need true talent by my side like yours. Forget the past, Taehyun. Work for me, and you'll have all the wealth and fame in Korea. Taehyun glared coldly. You've been spouting nonsense for way too long now, Youngjae. I don't care about your money or your fame, but you. You crossed the one final line, just as I thought. A stray dog needs a leash. The bodyguard activated a massive mana barrier. This enchanted field sealed the space completely. No one could interfere with the young master's duel now. The two warriors clashed instantly. Jungjae's fist roared with blistering flames. It collided with Taehyun's stone-hardened arm, shattering the shell. So this is the power of an S-rank awakener? Truly impressive. Taehyun took a heavy blow. He stumbled back as Jungjae laughed. Do you see the gap between us now, you brat? The bodyguard watched, almost pitying Kim Taehyun. Great physical buffs and A-rank willpower, but not enough. His combat instincts far exceed any student. In this school, he'd be a god. But today, his opponent is the S-rank prodigy, Jungjae. You can't win this fight, Taehyun. Just surrender. But the words died in his throat. The bodyguard's eyes widened in sheer, utter disbelief. Taehyun wasn't just matching Jungjae, he slammed a devastating punch directly into his face. Jungjae collapsed, screaming in fury. You bastard! What did you do? Why won't my body move? Taehyun had already stolen 3 legendary skills: Stone Skin, Stealth, and the Spider's Paralysis. He hadn't used his full power from the start. He was waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Status effects are most lethal during direct contact. Every punch delivered a soul-numbing shock. The paralysis stacked infinitely with every hit. Even an S-rank couldn't resist this god-tier debuff. Unbelievable. This kid is a combat monster. He's completely outclassing the young master. Jungjae gasped for air. I'll admit it, I underestimated you. But a loser like you won't win. With a crazed look, Jungjae crushed a mysterious purple stone. Pure mana erupted from his palms. His body transformed into a pillar of scorching heat. Now, the real life and death battle begins. Jung triggers a massive power surge. Even Taehyun's hardened stone fist can't scratch him. The recoil blasts Taehyun back. This is Jung's ultimate trump card, the Heart of Flame. Unleashing S-rank power usually requires high-tier support. But Jung found a forbidden shortcut. He's using a refined mana stone, a concentrated core harvested from a high-level monster. It supercharges his internal mana, forcing his S-rank potential to reach its absolute peak. Stop, Master. Your veins will burst from this violent, uncontrollable energy. His guard screams. Shut up, dog. I'll crush this loser even if it kills me. Jung's arrogance is boundless. Facing a berserk S-rank, Taehyun decides to match the heat and go all out. He slams back recovery potions. Fine. Let's see what a real fight looks like. Meanwhile, the Player Association HQ is in a total frenzy over a data leak. Stats of 1900 and 2000. These rookie numbers shouldn't even exist. Both are S-rank awakeners, possessing god-tier strength without a single day of training. Jung's potential matches Japan's 𝑺𝒐𝒊𝒍. Korea finally has a monster to call its own. The 𝑺𝒐𝒊𝒍 is Japan's ultimate legend, surpassing 2,500 points at 19. She shocked the world, but she's nothing compared to Taehyun's raw starting potential. Even a monster like her can't match this kid's awakening stats. Is this a glitch? I must verify this personally. Back at the gym, the atmosphere is deathly silent. The guard is paralyzed with shock. Taehyun actually tanked Jung's ultimate killing move. Jung is spiraling. How? How can an S-rank heir lose to a failure like you? I am the successor of Taeson. I am destined to rule over everyone. Heir? S-rank? None of that matters before the absolute power of a king. A massive shockwave obliterates the gym, leaving only dust and shattered concrete behind. The rich brat's ego is crushed along with the room. He's lucky to be alive. If his guard hadn't risked everything, Jung would be nothing more than a memory. He's the Taeson heir. You've started a war. Taehyun just scoffs at their threats. I won't kill him, but his life isn't free. Consider this a heavy settlement fee. 1 billion won for his life. Fair, right? Outside, the school is in total chaos. Students flee from a suspected monster raid, but Aeon senses the truth in the mana. She fears Jung is murdering the weak Taehyun and rushes into the ruins alone. I should have stopped them. Taehyun, please don't be dead. She cries out, but as she clears the rubble, a terrifying sight greets her wide eyes. Jung is broken and bloodied, gasping for air. The S-rank heir has been dominated. Taehyun stands over him, slightly worn but looking like a true, apex predator. Ayun is stunned into silence. What? What did you do to him? Taehyun just shrugs innocently. I found him like this. Maybe he tripped? Tripped? He's practically a corpse. Just don't mention I was here, okay? With a cool exit, Taehyun vanishes. He's already thinking 3 steps ahead. Now, the Taeson group will react. But Taehyun is busy checking his new rewards. He gained 5 points in charisma, a literal aura of a superstar hunter. More importantly, he unlocked Heart of the Monarch, a legendary skill for a ruler. It's a massive AoE buff that amplifies the strength of all his future subordinates. This rare ability stacks with everything, making him an unstoppable force of nature. As he heads home, a fleet of black sedans suddenly cuts him off. Kim Taehyun. We need answers. Tell us everything that happened in that gym. Meanwhile, deep inside a luxury mansion, a new storm begins to brew. So, the price for my son's injury is 1 billion won? You've got guts, kid. You want this handled quietly, Chairman. Forgive me. I failed to protect the young master. Give the kid what he wants. He's a clever one. Let's see him handle that gold. But sir, he's just a student. Silence. Your useless barking is irritating my ears. That's Lee Jung-soo, S-rank chairman of Taeson. Meanwhile, our hero Taehyun faces a new interrogation. Manager Go of the Hunter Association is pressing him about the gym explosion. The fire? Other departments will handle that. But I'm still waiting for your real answer. What exactly did you do in that gym? I thought the association already knew everything. You're here to recruit me, aren't you? Such arrogance. How dare a mere student talk back? Not enough proof? Fine. Taehyun unleashes his aura, and the system numbers skyrocket. A power level of 5,214, Manager Go freezes in pure terror. It's even higher than before. Who is this monster? That night, shadows creep toward Taehyun's home. 2 assassins lurk in the dark, watching his every move. Why is the association guarding him? This is a hassle. He must be a top-tier prospect for the upcoming national recruitment. The association is scouting talent, but these 2 are the infamous black and white twin killers. The older brother is A rank, the younger is B rank. They think Taehyun is just easy prey. Targeting a high schooler seemed like a walk in the park, but they've made a fatal mistake. Before the brother can even signal the attack, Taehyun has the younger one by the throat. Taehyun rains down blows. The older brother charges in. only to take a knee to the face. Their faces are pulverized. Earlier, Taehyun knew the gym incident had to be buried deep. I'm not a villain, but I need insurance. To prevent betrayal, we'll use an awakened contract. Break the contract, and you'll face a permanent, random penalty. Divine law binds your soul. Condition 1. Clean up the gym disaster and pay me 1 billion won in compensation. Condition 2. No revenge without warning. Suddenly, a phone rings with information on the hits. With the intel provided, Taehyun easily neutralized the twin assassins before they could even blink. The recruitment list is finalized. This year, every elite hunter in the country is watching. Who will take the crown? Everyone's betting on Busan's S-rank prodigy, Shin Yun-bin. He's brilliant. Sure. But if you're asking who I'm really watching, it's someone else. Aside from the famous ranks, there's a wild card that even Manager Go had to meet personally. Who is this mysterious student that commands such high-level attention? The rumors are spreading fast. Damn it, my stamina is drained. The predation skill is locked due to system overload. After tying up the assassins, Taehyun calls the association. Those idiots picked the wrong target. Attacking an official prospect and a high schooler? These villains are getting far too bold. Thanks for the tip. Any idea why they targeted you? Taehyun plays it cool. Did the list leak? We need tighter security. But Taehyun knows Taesun Group won't stop. They'll keep coming. But my immediate problem isn't the assassins, it's my own weak body. Stamina depleted. Gluttony disabled. To reach God tier, I need to grind my physical stats now. There's only one way. He enters the country's elite training facility to begin his speed run. Welcome to Blackhead. I'm Manager Yura. This place is only for the rich and powerful. You really training here? Of course. I didn't come this far to play around. He pulls out an SVIP card from the Alchemist Guild. One of the legendary 4 guilds. How does a kid have a high-rank VIP card? This is going to cause a scene. Manager Yura panics, but a bully interrupts. Kid, money isn't enough to enter this playground. Meet Kong Chun, a B-rank trainer and secret assassin. He loves crushing newbies for fun. The crowd trembles as he approaches. They pity the kid, but they have no idea. Move or die, weakling. You really think you're superior? Want to bet? Loser pays fees. Challenge accepted. Brat. Entering Virtual Porter, a high-stakes VR training ground. Mission: slay monsters and finish while hauling heavy weights. Kang Chun smirked with confidence. This fool is free money. With perfect mobility, victory felt certain. Kang Chun laughed, but Taehui was a blur. He left everyone behind. Monsters were erased instantly. The room saw his power. Pay up and scram. Today is the official association draft. New rules allow minors to join. Young talents swarmed in. Powerhouse rookies appeared. Iron Fist Hong looked invincible. Priestland's combat was divine. Even S-ranks feared him. Thunder God, Junbok, and Saintess Ahyang were the favorites. Ahyang was a miracle talent. One reporter faced disaster. Reporter Kim was desperate. If I fail, I'm fired. I need a scoop now. Her career was at stake. In her despair, she saw him. Kim Taehui, the mystery. Forget pride. Give me an interview. Taehui, please. Not now, I'm late. Only 60 seconds until the start. The hall was packed with elites from all over Korea. Taehui met Lim Ah-hyung. Your body. What happened? Just a light workout, but such growth was impossible. Welcome, future protectors. The first elite trial began. Check your chest numbers. They decide your fate today. Collect 5 tags to pass. Losing yours means instant failure. A brutal battle royale started. 60 minutes on the clock. Skills allowed, just no killing. The hunt has officially begun. S-rank Lim Ah-hyung moved with grace. A natural-born hunter. Her mastery was absolute perfection, but the competition was fierce. This year's rookies were monsters, especially Lightning King Junbok. 20 minutes in, the gap showed. No one touched Junbok. Ah-hyung and Junbok were superior. But a variable remained. Show them your power, Taehui. A mysterious aura radiated. But wait, something was wrong. A-rank Jungkook trapped him. Iron Fist used Iron Skin. But Taehui used Stone Skin, a C-rank tanking an A-rank? He didn't even try to dodge. Why is he taking the hits? Is he still exhausted? No, he's tempering his body, pushing limits to the edge. A battle of sheer willpower. Taehui now holds 2 tags. The vice director grinned. This kid is an absolute anomaly. Taehui's audacity was intoxicating, but his stamina was low. He should target the weak. Instead, he shocked everyone. Who is this crazy C-rank? Is he on a suicide mission? Taehui had found new prey. the S-Rank King, 𝒌𝒊𝒍𝒍, tag number 147. How many have you got? The clash ignites. Taehyun faces a brutal storm, struggling against a high-voltage onslaught. Behold the lightning god, Busan's most terrifying young S-Rank, the legendary 𝒌𝒊𝒍𝒍. I never expected this much trouble. His entire form is wreathed in a lethal electric shroud. It shatters every incoming strike, while blasting everything in sight with pure destructive energy. How do I pierce this fortress? Without gluttony at my disposal, my options are fading fast. Most fled in absolute terror. I thought only Ah Young could offer a real challenge. But here is another plaything. Suddenly, a jagged stone projectile rips through the surging atmosphere. It strikes with lethal precision, drawing blood from the god for the very first time. What kind of sorcery is this? No way his pathetic strike could bypass my absolute defense. But the barrage is relentless. Taehyun's stone shards strike like meteors raining from above. The lightning god's fury is absolute. Even at its maximum limit, it should pulverize all contact. However, this arena is built from reinforced high-grade materials to withstand S-rank level devastation. Even shattered, it maintains its form. If I use these fragments, I can pierce his lightning. A level 5 crushing an S-rank? The spectators watch in disbelief as the hierarchy is shattered. Just what did he pull off? Taehyun claims his prize, snatching the tags in style. Suddenly, a lethal frost projectile streaks toward him at high speed, nearly claiming his life instantly. Taehyun evades the icy strike, only to face his next challenger, the Ice Queen, Lim Ah Young. Power demands a heavy responsibility, but without it, you are merely a merchant of violence. Kim Taehyun, you are strong. You defeated the lightning god using a truly unpredictable tactic. I wanted to believe in you, but you're just another bully, no different from Lee Jung-jae. She unleashes her S-rank, might her freezing power rivaling the legendary Saintess of Japan. Taehyun is completely suppressed, as she demands his withdrawal from this elite military exam. But he refuses to back down. If you couldn't stop them, don't talk to me of duty. You just want to fail me, so let's end this debate in a life-or-death struggle. Stop acting so high and mighty. If that is your final answer, then words are no longer needed. Kim Taehyun, I'll finish this. My stone skin is already ruined, losing its primary defensive function. Even using my stealth arts now, her massive wide-range frost will expose me in seconds. The Emperor's heart is pulsing, boosting my stats to the peak, but it's still not enough. Gluttony remains tightly sealed away, and my stamina is depleted. I can't trigger the paralysis. There is only one move left, a final desperate gamble to snatch victory from defeat. The arena is buried in fog. The onlookers are left blind, wondering who survived the blast. As the smoke finally clears, they find Taehyun on top, pinning her down with a kiss. His true goal was direct contact, forcing his paralysis skill to trigger at the closest range possible. Proximity maximizes the success rate. He mixed paralysis into his blood, forcing Ah Young to ingest it. She is forced to swallow it, and despite her massive S-rank resistance, her body begins to fail. A high-stakes gamble pays off. Ah Young's resistance is shattered and she falls into paralysis. Round 1 has officially concluded. Medical teams, move in immediately to secure all fallen candidates. The first trial has ended, all injured. Awakening warriors are receiving urgent medical care. Young passes the first round since her tag wasn't stolen despite her shocking tactical loss. Taehyun secures 7 tags, becoming an overnight sensation for defeating 2 S-rank titans. Junbok returns for vengeance, screaming for a real fight away from the dirty tricks. A grudge match is brewing. He seeks to reclaim his honor while the crowd watches intently. Stay out of this, insects. This is between us monsters, so shut your pathetic mouths. I'll show you your place. I am the one on top now. Face my ultimate wrath. But suddenly, a terrifying aura descends like a crushing mountain, pinning Junbok to the earth. Despite the crushing pressure, he stood firm. Unbelievable. These kids actually have spine. Meet Park Sung-jin, an S-rank elite and future SS-rank powerhouse of the association. Still standing, are we? Surprised, he unleashed an even more devastating wave of aura. Taehyun felt his bones groan as a mountain of raw power slammed into him. The gulf between an S-rank and the unawakened was a terrifying, bottomless abyss. Impressive, kid. Most veterans would have crumbled by now. Suddenly, a hand intervened. Stop it, Sung-jin. They just finished treatment. Do you want them dead before round 2? Just teaching them discipline. Do it again, and we're reporting this to the chairman. Hey kid, what's your name? The boy looked up. It's Kim Taehyun, the legendary C-rank who dropped 2 S-ranks. Sung-jin grinned. Finally, someone interesting. He patted Taehyun's shoulder. Reach S-rank quickly. I'll be waiting for you. The first trial ended. Now, the real nightmare began. The second stage of the exam. Through the gate, 5-man squads would be formed, each led by an official supervisor. Every move, every strike, and every decision would be scrutinized for their final evaluation. Weapons and essential supplies were distributed. The atmosphere grew thick with nervous tension. They stepped through. This was the site of the world's first apocalypse discovery. A mere D-rank dungeon on paper, but in the future, it becomes a graveyard. Countless lives were lost here. If he could stop it now, history would change. But who would believe a rookie? Warning them would only draw unwanted suspicion. Survival first. He just had to avoid being in the Vanguard exploration team. Fate had other plans. Taehyun was grouped with 4 others. All right, let's move out. Their supervisor was 𝒑, an A-rank veteran and the original discoverer of the apocalypse. Pure bad luck. Out of all squads, his team was the first to enter. Taehyun spotted the Sage's ring on 𝒑's finger, a one-of-a-kind legendary artifact. It boosted stats tenfold. But the apocalypse lurking inside was a true S-rank horror. Getting caught in its wake meant certain death. He had to steer them away. As 𝒑 led them deeper, Taehyun began trolling the route to avoid the trigger. Get back here. Going solo is suicide. No thanks. I'm choosing my own path. Despite his efforts, fate twisted. He accidentally led them straight to the hidden chamber. So much for a different path. Taehyun had officially discovered the apocalypse himself. We must report this immediately, Taehyun urged, but the supervisor's eyes gleamed with greed. It's just a D-rank gate. Imagine the points if we clear this secret zone ourselves. An A-rank leading a D-rank raid? 𝒑 was blinded by the potential promotion. No matter how much Taehyun warned them of the danger, their greed won out. This kid is too arrogant. Stop questioning an A-rank's authority and follow orders. It's decided. No more talk. With a snap of 𝒑's fingers, the seal broke. A violent vortex erupted, sucking the entire squad into the dark, gaping maw of the gate. They landed in a colossal hall drenched in blood-red light and suffocating, ancient malice. Regret hit them instantly. This wasn't a D-rank dungeon, it was a god-tier death trap. 2 A-rank death knights emerged from the shadows, their blades glowing with necrotic energy. Through desperate coordination, the team managed to strike down the 2 undead warriors. Their relief was short-lived. 4 more death knights rose, then 8, in endless waves. Exhaustion set in. Every victory only brought a larger, more terrifying horde of monsters. Amidst the fading hope, 𝒑 noticed something strange. Kim Taehyun wasn't even sweating. While others gasped for air, Taehyun stood calm, his hidden power finally beginning to surge. Is he truly just a C-rank? Taehyun's hidden aura begins to suffocate the air. Listen up, these monsters aren't the undead knights we know. The party freezes in shock. What are we facing then? Taehyun charges into the abyss to find the truth. Ignoring the steel-clad knights, he sprints toward the shadows. His target is the core. Crack! The ancient statue shatters, and the spectral army vanishes like smoke. It was a psychological trap. An illusion designed to drain the mana of any intruder. A lethal simulation meant to bleed them dry. Impossible. A mere illusion nearly killed us? How did you know it was a fake? You've never encountered these knights before. Instinct, he replies coldly. But sharpen your blades. The real nightmare is awakening. The fog lifts, revealing a corrupted double dungeon. The atmosphere turns heavy and suffocating. Space warps as the dungeon evolves. Even spectral wounds begin to rot with real agony. Rescue is a pipe dream. They must find the exit or face eternal darkness. There, a gate! But what cosmic horror lurks behind that heavy stone? Danger or not, we open it. It's our only path to survival. The doors groan open to reveal a legion of death knights. Welcome, pathetic insects. The S-rank monarch of death emerges, the true master of the apocalypse dungeon. The monsters stand still, seeking honorable duels. They want to hunt them one by one. My mana is gone. I can't fight these gods. Despair ripples through the team. Retreat. Run back to the start. Fear is a poison that kills faster than steel. 3 cowards flee, only to be sliced into ribbons by shadow blades. I'll buy you time. Taehyun, take the others and run, cries the supervisor. With a desperate shove, 𝒑 seals the exit behind them. What are you doing? A rookie like you can't handle this burden yet. I've chased the glory of S-rank my entire life. This is my final stage. No matter how hard I trained, that peak remained out of my reach. But if I slay this king today, I will finally be a legend. The old warrior turns, his eyes burning with resolve. Taehyun, listen to me. You have the potential to surpass the gods. Run while you still can. I won't die easily in this hole. This is the duty of a supervisor. But valor cannot bridge the gap. The supervisor falls as a knight challenges Taehyun. A blade points at his throat. Human, prove your worth in a duel of souls. Taehoon spots a glimmer on the floor. It's the supervisor's discarded sage ring. I need its power. Force the predator skill to reactivate now. Asterisk system. Sage's ring. Synchronized. Asterisk. All stats surging past their limits instantly. Stats plus 10. Attributes reset. The asterisk god tier predator skill asterisk has been unleashed. 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds to become the apex hunter or a corpse. With the experience of 1,000 battles, I will devour you all. Boom! The boss moves with lightning speed, slamming Taehoon into the earth. You are strong for a human. But your journey ends in this tomb. The monarch leans in, eyes glowing. Tell me, where did you steal this power? Asterisk system. Resistance, successful. Asterisk. The monarch's crushing aura begins to flicker and fade. You resist my will? How can a mere mortal withstand the weight of death? I'll ask again. What is the source of your strength? Taehoon's mind races. Who is the king behind his predator authority? Is this power a gift of fate, or a curse from a much darker god? I wonder why the king bestowed this divine royal power upon me. Your iron will and persistence forged this strength. That is why I chose you. Do not hesitate. Simply seize the absolute royal power I have granted you. Mana is exploding. Stats are skyrocketing. What is this god-tier power coursing through me? A mere human escaped my control? You were curious about my true strength, right? Here is your answer. The monarch's heart. Impossible. No mortal should possess this. This is the authority of a king. System. New skill learned. Knight's battle will. Outside, chaos erupted. An S-rank double dungeon appeared, and evacuation orders were failing. The dungeon mutated, stalling rescue efforts. Will reinforcements arrive before the gate shatters? Why did a D rank turn into an S rank nightmare? We're all going to die. I have to check it myself. Suddenly the portal began to ripple with energy. Prepare for battle. The gate is opening. Then, a single shadow emerged from the abyss. The crowd stood frozen in shock. I barely made it back from that hellhole. Thanks to 𝑬𝒐, the crisis was averted and the students were saved. Victims were recovered. The association decided to keep the secret savior's identity hidden. The media will rage, but we must protect 𝒖𝒏𝒕𝒆𝒓 from prying eyes. Keep him safe for now. Tell me, what do you really think of him? How strong is the man who solo cleared an S-rank dungeon? He possesses S-rank combat power, yet his official rank remains shockingly low. This means his potential is limitless. He is destined for national level status. That's the end of today's recap. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, everyone.